Welcome back to another episode of Big Bear Boxing Squad, episode number 25. Conversation I want to get into today, the Gary Russell Jr. already have an excuse in place before the fight. Let's get into the conversation.
Hey Slim, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Politics is a bad motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I beat that boy at least 10 rounds to 2, 9-3, man. Man, took old boy to school, man. I don't know, man. It is what it is, man. I just wanted to come on here and show y'all some love, man. To the real supporters. You know what I'm saying? To the real fans, man, I appreciate it. Y'all seen what it was, man. They been trying to get a nigga out the way, I guess. I don't know. But it is what it is, man. To the fans, man, I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm a true dog at the end of the day, though. I've been fucked my arm up like 2 weeks before the camera. You know what I'm saying? We put the work in. Still fought. And to be honest with you, I outclassed them, outschooled them, outboxed them. With one motherfucking arm, man. One arm, I got a whole torn tendon in my shit, man. This shit means, man. To the fans, I appreciate the love, appreciate the support. Y'all know what time it is, man. Stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. Appreciate y'all, man.
So this is my overall thoughts on the fight between Gary Russell Jr. and Mark Magsayo. I thought it was a great fight. And I'm glad that Mark Magsayo won. I think he's a new champion. But I'm also sad that Gary Russell lost because I think it was just that close of a fight. I'm not here to hate on Mark Magsayo. Like I said, I congratulate him for the win. I think it was a great win for him. I think he's the new Manny Pacquiao. His style, I mean, they look like a younger version of Manny Pacquiao. The way Mark Magsayo, the way he moves, the way he try to create those same angles Manny Pacquiao had when he was boxing. But Gary Russell Jr. to have one hand and to actually make it past the 12th, make it to the 12th round, I think it was a really, really close fight. That fight could have went either way. You mean to tell me this man boxing, he's the champion. He did warn us about a pre-existing injury before the actual event, and that's what this main topic is about. Was it more of an excuse? Do you guys think it was an excuse, or do you think you kind of know how I get, man, before you jump into that ring, like, oh, well, I got something going on with me, so I don't know if I'm going to be 100%. And a lot of people say, hey, why would you take that fight? I think Jim Gray, he asked him that. But I think Gary Russell is a very talented fighter, man. He took the fight because he put faith in himself. I don't think it was an excuse. I think that, what you could see in the third, fourth round, he did get hurt. I mean, he not as far as with a punch, but you could tell he hurt something. The grimace on his face, but to actually pull that off, and especially with your shoulder, man, it's nothing to joke with. Especially when you can get hurt in there. You know what I'm saying? Mark Magsayo got some power, but the way I view the fight, man, this man was a champion. I think Mark Magsayo, he fought a good fight, but as far as doing enough to take the belt the way he did, I don't know. Like I say, the judges, they judge based off, movement and some other things. I think, a lot of times if a guy's hustling, it's like being at work, man. If you got a guy that's hustling harder than you, doing nothing, and you doing something, even though it's taking you a little bit longer time, man, that man gonna get looked at, and he gonna get a promotion faster than you will. It's just the way of life. It's the way the human eye works. But as far as judging boxing, man, I think they need to clean that up a little bit better. But I don't think it's so far off to where it's like, oh well, we need to protest and all this other crazy stuff. With or Gary Russell need to protest. I think it was a good win. I think they should have a rematch. I think it'd be a bigger fight being a rematch. I think Gary Russell come prepared. I think he need to kind of heal up, get himself together. But things do happen with a lot of boxers. Deontay Wilder said, hey, I have every single fight that I have injuries. A lot of fighters have said that. So, a lot of people will say, hey, he had an excuse before the fight. I don't think he did. I think he's a warrior. I think Gary Russell has a lot. He's underrated. I'm gonna put it like this, man. I'm a big Gary Russell fan, but I think he's truly, truly underrated. You guys let me know if you think he's underrated or not. But I think the way he moved in there with one hand, you can't tell me this man can't fight. You can't tell me this man can't get his belt back. And if he get his belt back, I think he should move up. I think he should get his rematch. I think he should heal up. And I think that Mark Magsayo should give him the honor of actually getting his belt back. If you lose twice to the same guy, that's it. But I think that Gary Russell, even with another loss, I don't think he's done. But I think the age is catching up on him, being 33 years old. But, man, he looked really good, man. The way it's been so long since he's been in the ring, man. Sometimes you forget how great a fighter it really is, and the reason why he reigned for 5 years straight. But I think that he needs to get back in the gym. I think he needs to keep working like he always does, and improve the world. Hey, I'm gonna get my belt back and I'm gonna move up. But like I say, man, the main topic was, was it an excuse or not, man? I think the way he fought, man, it was not an excuse. I think if it was an excuse, I think he would have got up in his corner, maybe 5th round, 6th round, and he would say, man, I can't keep going. I've seen a lot of fighters quit on the stool. Hey, if you're going through something that you don't think you can get through, man, I think you should. It's about your health and your longevity after the fight. Just because you fight, man, don't mean you wanna go out like, go real bad. But my biggest thing is, man, you guys let me know what you think down in the comments on this topic. What you think? Was it an excuse or was it legitimate?
That's going to conclude another episode of Big Bear Boxing Squad, episode number 25. Let me know what you think down in the comments below about this topic and all the other topics that I'm bringing up. If you want to see what I'm wearing, shoptachi.com. All my social media platforms that I'm on will be down in the description below. Just want to thank you guys like I do each and every single video, man. We currently sitting at 91 subscribers. I wouldn't be there without you guys. I try to put out the best boxing content. I know I missed a day of posting, as far as the conversation videos, but that's only thing I'm doing is trying to get better with some of the things that I'm doing. I'm trying to have more things planned for the channel, especially for old school fights, and I want to start doing like short takes and stuff like that. So I got a lot of things coming to keep you guys entertained. Anything that's going on in the sport of boxing, I want to try to give it to you from my point of view only, and you guys are the reason why I do this channel, so we can create a conversation around this channel. And also, the sport of boxing is such a lovely sport, man, and it's so much conversation behind it. And I think that with these channels and you guys supporting this channel, the sport of boxing just gets better. A lot of times you think that you can't go to a certain fight or you can't interact with some of the fighters, but we all contribute to the sport of boxing, and that's the sport that we love. But that's going to cut it for this video. Just want to thank you for tuning in to another episode of Big Bear Boxing Squad.